Good morning and welcome to America's Home Cooking. I had a quarter of a chicken left right here. And what I did was I scraped off with a fork, on the side of the fork, I scraped off the barbecue sauce because I'm going to make a chicken salad today. I am not cooking today. I cooked the muffins early this morning and that's it. I'm not doing anything else. Now I'll turn you down. Now what I do when I use leftover chicken, I am going to chop up the skin and as much as I can get off the bones for the chicken salad today. And I'm not making bread, so I bought some crackers. I love these crackers. I'm not gonna lie to you, they're becoming a favorite of mine. I'm gonna take the gristle off, chop the skin up with it and everything else, so there's plenty of flavor in it. And the bones, I will cook the bones down with the other bones I'm collecting. There's no reason to waste. And then I will get everything out of this chicken. And what I can't use, if it's a bone, I would give it to my neighbor's dogs. She said I could do that, unless it's pork. Pork goes in the trash. But everything else will go into my compost. So when I cook my stock with these bones, because I didn't cook these all the way because I didn't want to burn them, I will get the bone marrow out of the bone because I will cook it till it is falling apart. So then my stock will have the folic acid, so I still will get everything out of it, you know. There's gristle here. I want to use the gristle. I'm not wasting it either. And just think, if you couldn't get food, you would want everything you could get off the food. That's why when animals hunt, they eat everything, because they know it doesn't come easy. And animals are big and strong. You gotta be doing something right. See what I got? Just off the leg and thigh. That's a lot. These are my bones. This is when a pressure cooker comes in really handy. Not the canner, the cooker. You know, when I go to the deli at the store, let me turn the other light on. I can tell you exactly what everybody orders. I'll take chicken or turkey, bologna. Maybe once in a while you'll see somebody order olive loaf. But those are the basics that you get. What I always try to do is try different luncheon meats and come up with different combinations. Because some women sat there and said, oh, everybody knows how to make a sandwich. Sure, everybody can make a sandwich. Anybody can make a chicken salad too. But do you try all those different meats? They had a rosemary ham one time. Oh my God, that was so good. We came back 2 weeks later and asked for it again because we're going to mix it with something, and he said it was only out for a little bit. I don't think people liked paying the price for it because it was a little expensive. It was an experiment put out to see the returns they get on with people, their opinions and stuff, and I'm sure people said, listen, don't say anything. I didn't put an apron on. I just can't. It's getting warm. So I'll just try to keep myself clean. And never saw it again. It was really good too. And that's the gristle I'm cutting up and dicing up here, which is good for your joints. If you don't want it in your salad, you could put it with your bones and cook it down if you're cooking bones, but I'm not wasting it. And we'll get it one way or another is how I look at it. And my sons love those potatoes. They said those were spicy, but they were so good. I'm so glad you enjoyed them. I think I only had 5 pieces left. That was it. So you know they enjoyed it. I don't even know what I'm going to put in this. I go in so many different directions. I know one thing. My fruit salad did not survive last night. My son said, Mommy, I didn't save a bit of it. It was so good. I said, that's all right. You enjoyed it. That's all that matters. He said, I did. It was refreshing. He doesn't know that I took the juice of all the canned fruit and I made a jello. You see, the skin is very nutritious too, so there's no reason. Now, if I didn't barbecue it, I would just leave the seasonings on it. Then my chicken salad would have flavor of whatever seasonings I roasted it with. But I did not want the barbecue sauce to interfere with this. So what are you doing today? See that hurricane in Texas? Oh my God, we are early in the season. I used to be down there, so growing up. If you're in the lowland of Texas, believe it or not, you might get flooding. If you're not and you're in highland, you shouldn't have too many problems. Unless it really dumps just too much water. We're a little bit out of season here for hurricanes. They usually mention them in August, September, moving into there, but we're in June and to even have it now. See, I've got all that skin there. I'm not wasting it. Now, this chicken has good flavor. The only thing I would be adding for flavoring should be salt and pepper. But go easy on the salt because the sodium is going to cause you to swell until the heat breaks. I think that's a good amount because only 2 of us are eating today. That's my fair lady. I could dance all night. I had half of a red onion, so I said I'll go ahead and use it. I'm already soaking wet, and it's only 8:19. Today I will stay as quiet as possible. Just imagine all the people who are working in the heat. They won't be in air-conditioned buildings like sanitation and the mail. Construction workers, this is going to be hard on them. Oh, God, this one. I'm going to make my prune juice drink today because I have a low potassium. This is why if I have a heart attack, they don't have much medicine to bring me back because I don't have high. They have most medications for high blood pressure, not low blood pressure. I'll get some more vegetables, stick it one more. That's pepperoncinis. I'll put a rib of celery in. Have to get a new one. Friday. Another thing that's nice to have during the summer is if you take scallions, cream cheese, and lox, and some garlic, mince it all up and mix it and pack it into celery ribs that are, you cut about 6 inches long. Stick it on a bed with some fruit or some other vegetables that you could think of that you would like. And that's very refreshing on a very, very hot day. And chill it. Your taste buds are really sensitive. You can actually taste the minerals and salt in your celery. See, I can make a choice with my doctor. I can sit there and continue drinking coffee and take blood pressure medicine. Because, you know, then I could eat chocolate and I could have sodas and stuff and all of that. But it was a choice I made. That I can alter my eating habits. That's no big deal for me. I happen to like fruits and vegetables more. I didn't even drink coffee till I was 22. But my husband actually introduced it to me. We were in a restaurant, very nice restaurant, mind you. And they came with the water, and Tony's ordered for us. And the waiter asked, "What would you like to drink?" And I said, "A glass of milk, please." My husband got so embarrassed with me. He said, "Sandy, how could you do that?" I said, "I like milk. I like drinking milk." He said, "No, when you go out, you have wine." I don't like wine. I did not like wine. I wanted my milk. The waiter brought me my milk. So my husband had to introduce me to wines, different ones. I wasn't overly happy. I like cooking with it. Oh, it gives me excellent flavor. Now I'll put 3 pepperoncinis in here. And he was embarrassed. He said, "I feel like I gotta," what did I just do? Sandra. And this day, I mean, when I go to the store, they say, you're ordering a lot of milk. I said, do you know how much milk is in everything? Because they tell me point blank, I don't like milk. I don't drink it. If they only knew the foods that they eat and how much milk is in it. And now they're saying milk isn't good for you. Well, it seems to be working for me. So what I think is going on is a lot of people are not as healthy as they think they are, and the bodies aren't working the way they should. And believe me, I'm not going to say I'm healthy, but I will say I'm as healthy as I can be, that I'm working towards that goal always. And if I'm at that goal, I'm going to keep on working to keep myself as healthy as possible. Because I do not like, or you think about it, you work hard all your life. You really work hard for your retirement. You make plans for your retirement. A lot of people do. Now, come on, I'm not lying here. But before you get to the retirement, you notice at 40-something, start taking medication. By the time you're 50, you're on more medication, or your loved one is. You start having medical problems. Well, the insurance is only going to cover you so long. Then when you go to retirement, you have Medicare, Medicaid, or your 409k and stuff. But medicines cost an arm and a leg. And seeing a doctor, you know how much it is to get your bloods drawn? Over $1,000. And insurance only pays for so much. And they only allow you so many insurance policies. That's a little trick young people don't know. So you look at all that lovely savings you have and you cut corners on your health or what you're eating, or you say, what the heck? I have this money saved up when I retire. By the time you get there, it's going to be going to the doctors and everything else. And then when you're about 70, 80, you find yourself in a nursing home. And they're going to give you some of the crappiest food you could ever have. They tried to get my husband in the nursing home. I said, no, he's coming home. They said there's a lot of work caring for a sick person. I said, well, I've been doing it for a while, so I have a pretty good idea. And they tried to hold him. They wanted his money. That's actually what they want. And I said no. Because I said no, what I got next was unbelievable. I've got a couple of garlic here I'm working on now. And so all your hard work, unless you're a billionaire or something, you don't count on your family. Oh my God. They can't wait for you to kick off just so they can sit there and divide everything up, you know? That's how most families are, unless you have an exceptional family. Of course, everybody thinks they have an exceptional family, but if you know your family and your children well enough, you'll know. I'm pretty independent. I'm still working, started a business and everything. When I get my insurance company say, hey, would you like an aid, a health aid? Why? I'm fine, leave me alone. They call me like 6, 7 times. I said, get off my case. That's what you go through. The closer you get to retirement, they start into that. Getting you insurance, selling you the best deal that they can give you. I mean, I've never had a cavity, and I'm paying for dental. She says, you're going to need it. You're going to lose your teeth. I said, my teeth are stuck in my head. Well, she says you have fillings and they have to be de-drilled and cleaned up and all. And I said, excuse me? No, what I have in my mouth, I have 3 little spots. And that was because I had extra growth on the sides of 2 teeth that were ripping the inside of my mouth up. And I had one when my molar came in, I had a big pointed molar in the center of my tooth, and I couldn't close my mouth and chew because it was in the way. So he had to drill that down and take those 2 spots off just so I could chew without tearing the sides of my mouth up. So I've had those fillings since I was 14 and I'm 71. They've never come out of my head. Part of a filling fell out, yes. But my tooth grew around it. The dentist had to reopen it because he says, you got a pinhole, but there's something in there. And when he opened it, he saw it was the other half of the filling. And he said he'd never seen a tooth do that, close up. So I was happy to know that. That told me I was on the right path. I don't know what I want to put in this. I honestly have to tell you, I have no idea what I want to put in this. I'm definitely going to put some salt in it. And some pepper. This might not be the greatest, but it's really hot. It was cool while the sun was just not come up, and then when it started coming up, it was quite comfortable. But now it's getting up there, and it's only 8:30. So I get whole grain crackers. They're not far from the deli department. Instead of getting the regular crackers you get in the cracker department, these are so much nicer. They have seeds and stuff in them. Remember, seeds have 2 chemicals in it that fight cancer, so you should be eating these things. Sometimes I wonder if sunflower seeds would go nice in here. It'd be crunchy. I'll do that another day, because if I mess this up, I think my son would yell at me today. I was going to can pickled beets. I went and bought about 4 or 5 pounds of beets. But it's too hot to run that pressure cooker. Oh, on pressure canner, it'd be just too much. I even thought about having grilled cheese sandwiches. I don't take the grill out, and I don't want to heat the house up any more than I have to. That's why I did the muffins early this morning. Now, if you're going to ask me how this tastes, I have no idea. I am just talking with you and making this very simple chicken salad, but showing you how a leg and a thigh can make a nice meal. And I always add a lot of vegetables into mine. With the meat. Boy, as hot as the temperature is today, if you took out homemade mayonnaise just made without a binder, it'd separate within minutes. And how do I know that? Because I made those mayonnaise and they didn't work. So remember, cooking is not fast. It never is. You can't make bread in 5 minutes. I'm sorry. You cannot make mayonnaise without a binder and expect it to hold together. It doesn't work. That should be more than enough for 2 of us. Okay, let me get a spoon, I'll be back. You ought to see me in the store. I read something and the first thing I do is I start looking up what the preservatives are to see if they're natural or not. This is a very simple chicken salad. Nothing spectacular. I just used a lot of leftovers, what I had, to make it work for me. So listen, you're not going to see me for the rest of the day. I'm going to go hide in a cool spot and stay there till the sun goes down. Maybe we'll get some rain. I should run outside and get soaking wet. Anyway, listen, you take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.